Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a story time about a date that I went on that leaves me so awkward to talk about and to think about that I can't even. Sorry about the weird lighting and the fact that my makeup is done in like 10 minutes. I totally wanted to do this ages ago, but I didn't because I'm a lazy fucker. Okay, so this date that I went on, let me just paint the picture for you. So I'm at my friend's place, and this is back when I did the collaboration with Nina and Day Day, and I was at her place, and you know, I was like, we'd just finished doing the Asian food challenge thing that we did. Anyways, I was like, guys, let's go get sushi, because she lives where I was living. It was like North Brisbane, where she was living was like South Brisbane, which was like ages away. Anyways, so I was like, dude, now that we're on the south side and we're in like little Asia town, let's go get some sushi because it's like the best place for sushi. Everyone was like, I don't know, they weren't feeling the sushi idea. I was like, well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna order an Uber and I'll go get sushi on my own. So we're in the Uber, or I was in the Uber on my own, like hashtag single life, I can do this. In the Uber, and just, you know, he's talking about all kinds of things. He's like, oh, where are we going? And I was like, well, sushi train, you can see that in the app, like, hello. And he's like, oh, awesome, are you meeting with friends there? And I was like, no, I'm going on my own. I actually just left my friends because they didn't want to come. And he was like, oh, so you're going on your own? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm single. And I was like, cool story. And he was like talking about how, you know, his old relationship was, and anyways, we get there and he goes, so how are you gonna get home? Because I had just planned to, like, from there walk to the train station and then catch the train home because that would have been the easiest way to do it. Anyways, he's like, oh, so, you know, are you gonna have lunch on your own? He goes, because I was thinking of having lunch. He was like, I was gonna have soup. And I was like, oh, cool. And he goes, I'll come with you. And I was like, I didn't invite you, like, I don't know you, what are you doing? And so we get, oh my god, we go to Sushi Train and we get like a booth and we're sitting across from each other, and he's telling me about how, you know, smart I am, and he's giving me all these compliments, and I'm sure he was just a nice guy, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I came to have like a me date and you've totally like rained on my self parade, like, what is this even? And he's talking about, you know, oh, what star sign are you? And he's like, oh, you're a Taurus, you know, you're so intelligent. And I was like, yeah, of course. And he's like, actually, I think I'm compatible. And he told me what his star sign was. And I was like, dude, I don't care. Like, I did not remember that fact for the life of me because I really just don't care. Like, who are you? I can't even remember your name. He's an Uber driver, for crying out loud. Like, I wanted you to take me to get my sushi, leave, not talk about anything, like, okay, maybe the weather, because the weather was being weird then, I think, I can't remember, but like, he came with me and then just showered me with compliments, and then he's like, oh, how are you getting home? And I was like, I was just gonna catch a train, like jump on the train and go home that way. And he's like, no, pretty girl, like, you shouldn't be catching a train, come with me, I'll do a special deal for you. And I was like, this literally does not end, like, you are obsessed. I think he gave me his number, like, it would not stop. So anyways, so yeah, basically I decided that I was gonna go on like my own little thing, and he just slotted himself in there. And I don't know what kind of person does that, like, who kind of, you know, decides, oh, like when I worked at KFC, I've told this before, I used to work at KFC, I would never, when someone orders their food, be like, oh, I'm just about to go on my break, I'll join you, like, I'll just sit across from you and eat my lunch while you're eating yours, complete stranger. Like, who does that? You are working. Like, okay, valid, you're working for yourself, but what kind of business are you running where you go on dates with your customers? Like, that's, ew. I can't even, like, I'm sure in his mind, like, obviously he was an international person, his English was fine, his, you know, social skills were perfectly fine, except for the fact that he just decided he would come with me to sushi and then like take me home. Like, it was weird. It just felt so awkward and uncomfortable, and like, obviously we paid for our own meals, so it wasn't that datey, but it was still kind of like, what are you doing here? Like, this is me time. Like, this is, I am enjoying my food. Who are, like, who does that? Who does that? Who literally just goes, oh yeah, I'll come with. Like, I didn't invite you. I don't want you to come with. And like, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm like a really nice person, and I know honk honk my horn, but I kind of am. So I was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Like, I didn't tell him to, and I didn't say, oh yeah, you totally should. He was like, oh, I'll come with. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And then it was like, oh, table for two. And I was like, oh, so that's what you meant. And I was like, okay, because I thought he'd like come into Sushi Train and we'd sit separately. No, he wanted to sit in a booth with me so that we could talk about how attractive I am and all that stuff. I'm just like, I did not sign up for this. Like, you order an Uber, how often do you order an Uber going, yeah, I could go for a date? It's like an instant dating app on your phone. Like, what? We have Tinder for that, and I don't use Tinder because I don't want that. Like, that's not what I want. If I wanted that, I would use Tinder. I use Uber so that I can get places and be in like a nice place where I feel safe, and it was just so weird. It was like, I've never had such an awkward situation in my life. Like, ever. It was, I went on a date with an Uber driver who was just meant to take me to get like my lunch, and like, okay, sure, he may have wanted the extra fare, but like, you sit there and you wait for me, because it's exactly the same as you know, coming in and eating with me, because I'm not paying for you to work while you're eating with me. Like, that was so inappropriate. It was like, oh, I just can't. And like, I don't even know if I told Nia about this, because I was just like, this is weird, just take me home. Like, I need to go into a food coma, because I'd been eating at Nina's place. I ate at Sushi Train, obviously. Like, I don't not eat at Sushi Train. And just the awkwardness and the audacity of like, oh, I'll come with. Like, I don't know you. Like, that has to be like in the book of Uber rules. Isn't it somewhere, do not go on dates with your clients? Or like, you know, you drive people places. You are their slave, essentially. Like, this is your job. This is not your job. Like, you do that, I'll do me. You take me to where I need to go so I can do me, and you don't know. This is big wall. No, honey, you stay over there. Like, stay in your car, and if, you know, if I order you again, if I call you, sure, come pick me up and take me to where I need to be. But don't come with me. Don't go do things with me. Don't ask to come to, he didn't even ask. He just said, oh, I'll come with. I'm like, yeah, you'll come with, because you'll drop me there and then you'll leave and I will never see you again because I don't know you and I don't want to. Like, it drives me nuts. It was literally the creepiest thing ever. And I've had other experiences really similar with Uber where they're like, oh, where are you going? And like, I was on Surfers Paradise, Surfers Paradise, which is like the Gold Coast. And I was like, oh, I just want to get to, you know, the train station so I can catch a train back to Brisbane so I can get home. And he goes, well, how many trains are you gonna have to catch? I'll do a special deal. How much do you want to pay? And I was like, well, it's helpful, but it's also kind of creepy. And he goes, fall asleep, lean the chair back, whatever. You know, if I need any help, I'll ask you. And I'm like, okay, this second guy was kind of more like a dad than anything, but I feel like Ubers in Brisbane are nowhere near as regulated, because actually the government has completely fucked it up. I'm not going to talk about that in this video because it's just too much. But oh my god, how many like inappropriate Uber drivers are there really? Like, he came, like, his words, I was gonna have soup for lunch. And I was like, cool, enjoy your fucking soup. Like, you do that, you do you, boo. I'll do me. I haven't told that story to a lot of people, and I was texting Tia about it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a video about a date I went on with an Uber driver, and she's like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, honey, like, that happened. My life, I've told you guys, I have so many stories. Yeah, they get crazier than this one. This one was like, you know, a warm-up exercise for the other things I'm gonna tell you about. I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to see more funny videos and more story times and stuff, and let me know what you like from me and what you don't like from me. I like the feedback. So I'm telling you what I like from you, and you tell me what you like from me. Or don't like. That's cool too. I don't like it when you don't tell me what you do or don't like. Ha! I win. Yes. You guys will see me in the next video, so I hope you enjoyed this one, and yeah. Bye!